All right, y'all, back here with another great hip hop conversation. DJ TMac here with a female hip hop artist. This is the first female hip hop artist that I'm interviewing, so it is an honor.
Fire.
She goes by
Thank
the name
you.
of
I'm
Bang. She
honored.
has a really dope style. She raps, she sings, she's got bars. She's a true MC in my book. And I'd like to welcome her to the
You.
show. Welcome to Flavor in Your Ear Radio here, Bangs.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'm
This
sorry
is
that I missed
cool.
you while you were on Cape Cod. It would have been really dope to do this in person, but I'm very glad that we get to do it now. So you were here
Yeah.
on Cape a few weeks ago. Talk about that experience, what that was like, and what
Um,
you were working on.
yeah, so I was in Cape Cod a few weeks ago. The experience is pretty cool. Like I've never been in such a place where it's like it's not like how do I put it? I guess I'll say like boxed in really, where it's like you can't go out and like play arcade games. I'm sure you could in the summertime or something like that, but when the wintertime is like that has nothing to do.
The summer's very
Eat,
different. The Cape is a very seasonal
yeah,
place for sure.
for real. Like all you could do is eat and make music, and it's like what I love to do. So I really enjoy myself. I enjoy myself out there.
That's awesome. Where? So tell the people where you're from. Is it Rochester, New York?
Yeah, I'm originally from Rochester, New York, but I live in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah,
cool.
but
Very cool.
Rochester is my home. I'm in Rochester right now.
Got you. Got you.
So
Awesome.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was in Rochester one time. Originally from Long Island, and I went to school in upstate New York. I went to Delhi,
Okay,
in the middle of nowhere, and also Oswego. I had a few friends that went to RIT, I believe, and just spent a night out there,
that's a
just
good school.
smoking way too much and not really doing much. But I was out in Rochester one time. But talk about how you kind of linked up with like Me Fucks and the Lord Mob, because that's who you were up on Cape working with, correct?
Yeah, yep. I was up there working with Lord Mob. I was with Me Fucks, Trillmatic, and Sound Lord. So basically, I met Me Fucks first. I met Me Fucks through Mike Powers.
Hmm.
Um, I Me and Mike Powers was having a conversation like around the first time we met, and I was telling him how I need original beats because a lot of people when they hear my style, they don't actually like understand it and shit. Me either sometimes, But I was explaining to him like how I used to find my beats was I'll look through the internet, like I'll use SoundClick, I'll use YouTube. But the difference is like I'll actually pay for these beats. Like I'll go and I'll pay for them, but
Hmm.
since I wasn't working with one producer, everything would sound so different.
It's
It would
kind of, yeah,
sound,
all over the place, right? From different
yeah,
producers and stuff.
it'll sound the same sonically, but like it's still a different feel with each one because it's a different producer. So
Sure.
he told me that he know a few, and he introduced me to AP, Tone Beats, and Me Fucks. And actually, like all three of those guys, like we've been doing like some really like cool shit. And I linked up with Me Fucks around his birthday. He came to New York City, and then I told him I was gonna come and work with him. I'm gonna take a week off of work in the beginning of the new year, and we did it. We was out there
Nice.
working on a Lord Mob compilation, some tracks for that. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that's so cool. There's a lot of stuff going on with the Lord Mob. That's kind of how I got into the underground scene. It was really just recently, G4 Jag. I
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
tip
G4
that
Jack
he
Fire.
was out here creating with some people. I didn't hear of him before that, so I did my research and I was like, wow, the serious artist out on Cape doing some hip
Yeah,
hop stuff. So I had to connect. So I got to have a conversation with him, Me Fucks, Trill, Akil, all really good people doing really good work. And
yeah,
you were right after, just missed you, but we're having the conversation right now, which is awesome.
yeah.
And you get to reflect on the experience a little bit, which is cool.
For sure, definitely, definitely.
So,
It
so
was
you
really cool.
working on the Lord Mob compilation, that should be coming pretty soon, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't know when, but I feel like it's soon. I don't know. I can't say I feel like when because I don't know, but I feel like it's
You
gonna be
never
coming
know.
out soon.
But yeah, there's a lot of people in Lord Mob, a lot going on. Pretty cool to see. I guess just being once you connected with Me Fucks, did you guys end up like doing a project or just working on a couple
So
tracks? How did the relationship build to the point where you kind of came out here?
yeah, so at first, Me Fuck sent me a couple of beats. Like it was a track with me and Fleet supposed to be on. Like when I first met Me Fucks, we actually recorded a track together on a beat that he did. And then like it, like yeah, like little beats here and there, like couple tracks here and there, and then so when I went out there, we still worked on those tracks. And being that the compilation is coming out sooner than everything else, like it was best that we got those done in the time frame that I was there.
Hmm. Very
So
cool.
a whole project is coming though.
Nice, nice. I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear that. I like what Mifux is doing, the way he flips beats and,
Yeah, me fucks is
classic,
sick.
classic
Hmm.
style. And, but, it's like a 2021 sound. It's
Yeah, yeah,
classic, but it's new at the same time, which is needed
yeah. It
right
gives
now.
you a
That's kind of
feeling.
where
Hmm.
we need to be going. We're
Yeah,
evolving in the right
definitely.
direction, and I'm listening to
Hmm.
the right people, it seems like.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
So you said it is hard to describe your style. I would say that also. But
Uh-huh.
it's good. That's not a bad thing. I think nowadays with the way music is evolving and the way the genres are kind of blending, it's hard to differentiate certain things because, they all are kind of combining to become one in some ways.
Yeah,
So, can you try to
that's so
describe your
true.
style? And if you can't exactly put that in words, maybe describe the people who influenced you.
Okay, that would be better. I could do that. So I would say I used to say I'm like Drake. Like I could rap. Like rapping is really my thing, but I can hit a few notes, so I do it. You know.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I used to like always say that, like, Drake is a like good comparison for me. I still kind of feel that way. But I don't know what he's doing now. I don't really be like looking into it, but definitely I feel like that's like more my thing if I could compare like my type of style, because I like to rap a lot, but then sometimes I want to sing. Like when I came back from Cape Cod, I wanted to write a singing song so bad. I'm like, I've been rapping so much. But
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
also too, I make music in a way where I make music that I want to hear. I make music for people too, but I feel like if I don't make a song and I can't run it back 100 times, like it's an artist song that I just heard, then how is somebody else supposed to run my shit back 100 times?
true,
You
very
know what
true.
I'm saying? So that's what I try to go for when I like make my music. Like I make it so stuff for me to listen to personally. Honestly, like, oh damn, I need something to listen to because I don't read all my other shit back 1,000 times.
We need a new track.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I feel like shit. Yeah, basically, like how people say if you don't believe in yourself, how is somebody else supposed to believe in it? So that's how I think of it, like with the songs and like the style, like and the feeling.
True, true.
Um, yeah, and it's like the stuff I like to like R&B, like, and the type of R&B that I do is not like the traditional things. Talk a lot of shit. It's still rapper singing. It's like
Like some
yeah,
Nate
a
Dogg.
rapper singing basically. So yeah, I think that's the best way. Yeah, yeah. And my inspirations are
Can I take a guess? Can I take a
Prince.
guess real quick? Because I have some
I
people
like
written
Prince.
down here, some people that you mentioned, and from just watching your videos. The first person,
Oh, okay, okay,
I asked you about your influences, but I'm gonna butt in here and just take some guesses. Just from watching the videos, they're very colorful.
okay,
I
okay,
mentioned
okay.
you have a unique style, so Missy Elliott kind of popped into my mind. I heard you mention like Slick Rick. I see you got the gold, you know what I
Mhm.
mean, doing that thing. I heard you mention Lil Wayne with the lighter thing. So these are all people that
Oh
influence
yeah,
you too. So am I kind of in the ballpark?
yeah. I guess you could say that. Yeah, because I was definitely into them as I got older. I mean, when I was younger. So yeah, 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 definitely.
A little
Yeah,
bit of that, a
for
little bit of
sure.
this. I like it.
Uh-huh. And yeah, because Missy, she's so like super like creative and like definitely like Slick Rick, like how he say shit is just so swaggy, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like it's his own thing on it. So for sure, definitely.
The one of the videos that I really like is Ice Blue Mink. That one's a fun video, and the
Oh
vibe.
yeah. Thank
That's
you.
cool.
That's one of my
You're gonna walk
favorites.
around. And we're going to link up in the description box below. I'm going to post this on YouTube, but it's also going to be on my radio show. But in the description box below, I'm going to link all the social media, some music,
Okay, cool.
videos, all that good stuff, and make sure the people can connect with you for sure. Why don't you tell the people right now, real quick, how they can connect with you? Spell out your social media, all that stuff.
You can connect with me on Instagram at Bangs BVNGS, on Facebook at Bangs BVNGS, on Twitter at Bangs Bang. Uh, BVNGS BVNG. And You could just that's the way you connect to me, and on everything there's a link to connect to everything else. So wherever you go, you could go wherever you want.
Hmm. Very cool. Very cool. Everybody, make sure you connect with her and make sure DJ TMac sent you. But let's get into your um, last project. And I want to kind of talk about, well, before we get there, why don't you talk about your start in music, kind of how you started? You said you like to sing. Did you start out singing and then start rapping? Kind of talk about that, the evolution of
um
how you
as
are,
a
how you became the artist you are today.
hmm, as a kid, I used to like sing a lot around my like my aunt, my mom, my grandma. They always are playing music, like old school music. I think that's why I'm into old school music a lot. Like I listen to that more than I listen to anything else.
Me
So
too.
yeah, it just got a feeling. So always just being around that, like, and just like singing like the songs on the radio. I remember my mom having so many tape cassettes and me going through them, just like listening to them, just singing them all. Like I just like how like music made me feel. I started rapping when I was about 8, like 8, 9. I started rapping. My mom put me in the studio when I was like 10,
Oh, wow.
like for the first time. Yeah, so I've been doing it like for a really, really long time. Super long. I'm tired.
That's cool though, because I could tell that, you really kind of do your own thing. You mentioned Drake, and I wouldn't have really thought about that, but since you mentioned it, I kind of, a little bit with the singing and the rapping, but you're really not doing his style, but just as a
Right.
way to describe yourself. So that's very interesting to hear. So your last project, I believe it's "I'm Only Crying Because I'm Drunk," was
Yeah.
mostly a singing project. So talk about
Hmm.
kind of why you went in that direction for this project. And yeah, because you always had that vibe sprinkled throughout the rest of your music.
Yeah.
Song here, song there. But talk about the last project and why you went with that vibe.
I always wanted to put out a singing project, and one of my friends, he actually like mentioned it to me when I was working on my other project, Brown Girls and Bubble Coats. But I'm like, I want to put out another project, and then I'm gonna put out a singing project. So then I'm like, okay, this year it wasn't really like much to do, like going outside and stuff like that. So I'm like, I already put out my rap project. I feel like this is the perfect time to do it. Um, at first I didn't know where to go with it because I never put together like a singing like project before. Like I've done it with rap and like it's songs. It's easier to piece it together, but with this it was kind of hard. But
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's different for sure.
what's crazy? Like it's my best performing project. Like, well, it made other people come to my music and then start listening to my other projects. But
Very
before,
interesting.
like, within the first month, it was doing better than everything.
You
Yeah.
released it just in like December, is that correct?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. So that's great that you're getting traction on it and getting a whole bunch of new people.
Yeah, yeah. I was so surprised because I didn't know how people would take it, being that I always rap all the time.
Hmm.
And yeah, I sing, but it's only a little bit, and it's not like a whole bunch. Who
Hmm.
knows how people will feel about it, but people
Yeah, it
really
was very
enjoyed it.
interesting. It was interesting to hear, and I like it. It's a good vibe. I do a lot of listening while I'm driving or like walking the dog or something like that, and it's dope. I liked it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I got to mention DJ M80 on there. That was pretty fresh with like the Kid Capri style,
Yeah,
getting in
M80,
there,
he's so fire. Yeah,
complimenting the
shout out to
singing
M80.
style in it. So, big shout out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Very cool.
he's
I like
cool.
I like I like seeing DJs do their thing. I'm a DJ, so gotta respect the DJs when they come out.
Yeah, I love DJs for real. They bring that vibe.
So, um, is there what can we expect from the next project? Is that maybe the one with me fucks you were talking about? Is there a way to describe that now, or is it still pretty early?
It's pretty well, I'm not sure. I have tracks like I was working on a project before, like actually while I was working on a singer project, I started working on another project. It's called LaQuisha. It's like hardcore rap all the way through. So that's
Bars, bars, bars.
basically what I'm getting. Yeah, just bars, bars. Like that's what I want to give this year because I feel like I've been doing it or whatnot, but I really want to like show people like rap for real. Like that's my thing for this year, just rapping for real.
Hmm. I'm very excited to hear the Lord Mob compilation. We were talking about that, but every time, every now and then I'll go hit up Trill and be like, "Yo, can I come through? Like, see what's good?" And I think last time I was there, they were playing some stuff that you recorded with them, and I just remember the opening line. It's like, "This ain't no old town road," and like, I'm excited to hear that song. I think G4 might have been
Oh
writing on
yeah.
listening to the beat, writing to it too. I was like, "Yo, this sounds legit." And then I seen on Instagram, I think Flea Lord, he was playing one of your verses too, and saying he was about to get on that. So very excited to hear these collaborations
Yeah.
here. So you do have a project, Seven Dutches in a Sweet Tea. Is
Yeah.
that all it took to record that record? Talk about that one a little bit.
Um, so Seven Dutches in a Sweet Tea. The funny thing about that title is I have a Tumblr page. Like I'm into like that. I don't know. I like looking at old pictures and shit like that. I'm into vintage shit, period, you know? So that's actually the name of my Tumblr page.
Hmm,
And I've had it since I was in like the 11th grade and it's just always been like a cool name. So I just decided to like use it for a project.
nice. Yeah, it's catchy, and it's a fun vibe for sure.
Thank you.
Um, so you talked about, you were in a recording session last night. You say you're doing a video shoot today, or was that the other day?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm doing a video shoot today. For this song I got called 1.5.
Is that out already, or this
No,
is
it's
for
not out.
upcoming? Oh,
Yeah,
exclusive.
upcoming.
Very cool.
Uh-huh.
Very cool. Looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
Uh-huh.
So I I, ch- I was seeing if you had your next project idea ready, or what is the next thing that we can expect from you? What should we be on the lookout for? Obviously, the Lord Mob compilation. We're gonna wait for that. But what should the people be expecting from you?
Besides the compilation, I'm actually the video I'm shooting today. I'm actually coming back to Rochester next week to shoot another video. So after the compilation, I'm gonna drop that video, and I'm probably gonna drop another single, like one more, until the project come out, till the project is finished.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very, very dope. I'm excited.
I'm
I'm
so
looking
excited.
forward to it. And there is really a lot going on in the underground scene. Like I mentioned, well, so let me tell you a little background. I only been DJing for about 3 years. And when I started, I'm just trying to master the songs I had in my library. And then when I was able to play in bars and stuff like that, get some music to get the people moving. So I really didn't dig into the underground that much. But now, since the Lord Mob came out here, I've been doing some more digging, researching into you. I just interviewed the Mussolini. There's a lot of artists out here doing a lot of good things.
Yeah,
How
for
how
sure.
would you describe kind of what's going on in the underground and the balance that seems to be coming back within hip hop?
The underground scene, yeah, it's definitely making its way there, because I feel like in the beginning, um, there was a lot of it's a lot of people who do it. You know, it's just like with any genre, when it's like taking over for a year, there's a lot of people that do it, and then the people who really like are the ones like who really has the talent, who really has like the swag and the skill, sticks out and stands out. And I feel like that's happening now with the
Mhm.
underground, so it can really like go. And a lot of music that's happening, like a lot of music that I heard on like the Lord Mob compilation, the songs are like it sounds like it kind of could kind of cross over from like underground like to industry. You know what I'm saying? Because it just has that sound. And I feel like if people keep creating and we keep making this sound, like we could take over and be the industry, the
Mhm.
industry will be the underground. You know?
That's dope. I really like how you broke that down. Yeah, the lines sort of are blurring between the industry and underground a little bit, especially with
Yeah.
Griselda. They
Hmm.
kind of really helped kickstart me digging back into the underground a little bit. But you mentioned there are a lot of artists out here doing a lot of things. And as a DJ, it was a little bit hard to pick that stuff out for a while. Just on Instagram, everybody looks the same. The beats are similar, and nobody stood out to me for a while. So I'm glad I kind of got tapped into this New York underground scene and what's kind of going on there. And just
Yeah.
there's a lot of people out here doing some great stuff. So I'm
Hmm.
glad I'm tapping into the right stuff for now, and
Yeah,
and
for
and
sure.
hopefully it keeps evolving. And like you said, the underground becomes the mainstream, and hopefully that'll flip.
Hmm. For real,
MCs,
it's
real
gonna
music. That's
happen.
what we need.
Uh-huh. Definitely. People getting tired of all of that stuff. It's getting played out. Like I've never been into it and I'm really not into it now, you know.
Hmm.
It's sounding like a drag. And it's like bringing fresh air,
It's
you
fun
know.
as a DJ too because I don't have to play for a crowd anymore. You know, I'm on Twitch, so I just play like you make the music you want to hear. That's all I play now. I just play whatever I want to hear. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear this refreshing underground sound. I hate even using that word now because it's would you just describe it as like independent, just being independent and doing music that way instead of
Yeah, I
describing it
think
as underground maybe?
I would definitely use it as say independent. You know, like I feel like I said independent before, but underground is such a thing now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But also too, it could be depending on what we talk about, because anything could be independent, like a rock star. You know?
Hmm. Anybody can do it now. I think
Yeah,
technology kind of is helping blur the lines too because anybody can get their song on Spotify now and it could be in your playlist right
yeah,
next to
it's so
Drake or
easy.
whoever.
Yeah, it's so easy, and that's so cool.
The
That's so
access.
cool.
Yep, it's very
Yeah,
cool, but you know, at the same time, a lot of people can flood that. But like we said, the cream rises to the
yeah,
top, and
that for real.
Bangs is part of that, people. So make sure you connect,
Thank
make sure you
you.
follow. You know, um, Bangs, what do you have anything that you want to say to the people? Let them know, you know, where they can find you on social media, stuff like that, what to look out for, and you know,
Yeah,
anything else you want to let them know.
so follow me on Instagram at BVNGS. Or you could just like put it in Google and follow me on everything you can. This year we going up. Shout out to you for letting me on your show. I appreciate it. I don't get interviewed often, so I really appreciate you letting me
Anytime,
on your
Bangs. You
show.
know, after the Lord Mob compilation and your next project, something like that, I'd love to talk to you later this year and, you know, see what else we got going on.
For sure, definitely,
All right.
definitely.
Thank you so much for taking the time. And we're
No
going to play
problem.
some of your songs and then we'll talk again soon.
Okay, cool.
Have a great one, Bangs. Thank you.
You too. No problem. Peace.
Peace.
This bitch is trying me. I'm just asking the Lord to keep his eye on me. In between time, I'm thinking homicide or simple robbery. It's a billion people. Why the fuck she trying me? Don't let a tear drop, cause that mean I'm pissed off. The more you talk, gon' cause you a ring pop. I'm never weak, in the streets, never speak. See, we roll heavy deep. Never ran, never sweet. Bitch, you dirt, easy sweet. Get you. No bitches that'll risk it for that work. You flinch because I smirk. No talking, you just smirk. My bitch is really bout to raise a son into